Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate truffles in 15 different flavors. So let's get started. In order to make chocolate truffles, you need to temper chocolate. When you heat chocolate, you can't heat it past a certain temperature or it won't set hard at room temperature. So to do that, chop up your chocolate into small pieces. The smaller you chop it up, the better. And then reserve about 2/3 of the chocolate for later. And then place the rest of it into a heat-proof bowl. And then place it over a pot of simmering water until all the chocolate has melted, stirring it constantly. Then once all the chocolate has melted, remove it from the heat. Then add in a candy thermometer and cool the chocolate down to 97 degrees. Then once it has cooled to 97 degrees, add in the reserved chocolates that we had before and mix it through the melted chocolate. And then return the bowl to the pot of water and heat the chocolate until it gets to 93 degrees. You don't want to go hotter than that or it will go out of temper. So remove it from the heat even if all the chocolate hasn't melted, and then stir the chocolate off the heat and the chocolate will continue to melt as you stir it. To melt the chocolate in the microwave, add the chopped chocolates to a microwave-safe bowl and then microwave it for 30 seconds. And then take it out and stir it really well, and the chocolate will continue to melt as you stir it. And then microwave it for 20 seconds. Take it out and stir it really well. Again, the chocolate will continue to melt as you stir it. If there are still lumps after the chocolate has cooled down, just microwave it for another 10 seconds and then stir it. Again, you don't want to heat the chocolates too hot. Now to make chocolate truffles, first we have strawberry. Wash the strawberries and then cut off the green part. And then chop them into small pieces. Then in a medium saucepan, add in the sugar, water, and corn syrup. And place the saucepan over a medium heat. Stir the mixture until it's combined. And then heat the mixture until you see it just starts to turn a golden brown color. And then remove it from the heat. Then add in the butter and heavy cream. And stir them in until they're combined. Then add in the chopped up strawberries. Mix them in until they're combined. Then return it to the heat. Add a candy thermometer and heat the mixture until it gets between 220 and 230 degrees, depending on how thick or thin you would like the mixture to be. Then pass the mixture through a sieve to get it completely smooth and get rid of the seeds. And then leave it to cool completely. Then add a little bit of tempered chocolate into a mold. Then spread it up the sides. Then tap it to level it out. Pour the excess back into the bowl. Level out the top. Then leave it upside down on some wax paper to set. Then once it is set, pour a little bit of the cooled strawberry sauce into the mold. Scrape off any strawberry sauce that's on top of the mold and add some sliced strawberries into the mold. Then cover the top with more chocolate. And then leave it to set. Then push them out of the mold once they're set. And that's how to make strawberry chocolate truffles. Next we have cherry chocolate truffles. These are made the exact same way as we made the strawberry chocolate truffles. You'll first need to take the seed out of each cherry. What I do is I just break it in half and then pull out the seed. And then chop up the cherries. And then make them the exact same way as we made the strawberry chocolate truffles. And that's how to make cherry chocolate truffles. Next we have orange chocolate truffles. So zest the oranges into a small saucepan. When zesting oranges, you just want to get the orange part and not the whites, because the whites will make it taste bitter. Then once you've zested the oranges, juice them. Then add the juice into the pan with the zest. And then place it over a medium heat and heat it until it boils. Then once it's boiling, keep it boiling until it has reduced in size and thickens. It can bubble up a lot, so take it off the heat and move it around so you can see how much it has reduced. And this is what you want. So remove it from the heat, then pass it through a sieve to get rid of the zest. And then continue pressing on the zest to release more flavor. Then while it's still hot, pour 3 tablespoons of the juice onto the chocolate. And then stir it until all the chocolate has melted. You can microwave the mixture if it's still lumpy after it's cooled down. Then wrap it in plastic wrap and place it into the freezer overnight. And then remove it from the freezer and then scoop out the mixture. And then scoop it into tempered chocolate. Move it around so that it's covered in chocolate, and then scoop it out with a fork. Tap it on the sides to get rid of any excess. And then place it onto some wax paper and let it set. And that's how to make orange chocolate truffles. Next is mint chocolate truffles. Pour the hot, heavy cream over the white chocolate. Let it sit for 2 minutes, and then stir it until the chocolate has melted. Then add in the mint extract and green food coloring, and mix them in until they're combined. Then wrap it in plastic wrap and refrigerate it for at least an hour until it's firm. Then pipe some chocolate into a mold. Tap it to level it out. And then leave it upsides down to set. Then once it is set, pipe in the mint ganache. Add more chocolates to the top. Tap it to level it out. And then leave it to set. And I'm adding some mint ganache to the top as well. And that's how to make mint chocolate truffles. Next we have cheesecake chocolate truffles. In a small bowl, add in the softened cream cheese, sugar, heavy cream, and vanilla extract. And beat them with an electric mixer until they're smooth. Then pipe some tempered chocolate into a mold. Then shake the molds to tip out any excess. And leave it upsides down to set. Once it is set, pipe the cheesecake filling into the mold. Pipe more chocolate on top. Tap it to level it out. Then remove any excess. And then leave it to set. Then once it is set, remove them from the mold. Then add some white chocolate into a plastic bag. Then microwave it for about 20 seconds. Take it out and then rub it until it's melted. And then pipe whatever design you like on top of the truffles. And that's how to make cheesecake chocolate truffles. Next we have M&M Cookie Dough chocolate truffles. To make the cookie dough, in a small saucepan, add the sugar and water. And place it over a medium heat and stir the mixture until all the sugar has dissolved. Then add in the butter, milk, and flour. And stir the mixture until it's combined, and then keep stirring it over the heat until it thickens into a ball. And then remove it from the heat and spread it flat onto a plate to let it cool down quickly. Then once it's cooled completely, add on as much mini M&Ms as you like. And then use your hands to mix them in. Then roll it into balls. Then cover the balls in tempered chocolate. And then add some additional M&Ms to the top. And leave them until the chocolate has set. And that's how to make M&M Cookie Dough chocolate truffles. Next we have s'mores chocolate truffles. Pipe some tempered chocolate into a mold. Then leave it until the chocolate has set. Add a toasted marshmallow into each mold. I toasted the marshmallows by putting them onto a tray lined with a silicone mat and placing them into an oven that was on broil for 3 minutes. And you also need to let them cool completely before adding them in. And then add pieces of graham crackers into each mold. Pipe more chocolate on top. Then leave them to set, and then push each one out of the mold. And that's how to make s'mores chocolate truffles. Next we have pumpkin pie chocolate truffles. In a small bowl, add the pumpkin puree, pumpkin pie spice, sugar, evaporated milk, or you can use heavy cream, and coconut oil, and mix them together until they're combined. Pipe some tempered white chocolate into a mold. Spread it until it's covering the inside. Then leave it until the chocolate has set. Then pipe the pumpkin filling into each mold. Pipe some more tempered white chocolate on top of each one. Then leave it to set. Then push each truffle out of the mold. And that's how to make pumpkin chocolate truffles. Next we have Oreo chocolate truffles. Separates the filling from each Oreo. I'm using double stuffed Oreos to get more filling. Then roll the filling into a ball. Then do that for the rest of the Oreos. And place the cookie parts into a plastic bag. Press out the excess air and seal the bag. And then crush them using a rolling pin. Then melt the dark chocolate and heavy cream in the microwave for 30 seconds and then take it out and stir it. Microwave it again if you need to, then take it out and stir it again until it's smooth. Then add in the crushed Oreos and mix them in until they're combined. Then take 1 tablespoon of the mixture, place on one of the filling balls, and wrap the mixture until it's enclosed, and roll it into a ball. Place it onto some baking paper, and continue doing that for the rest of them. Place them into the freezer until they're firm. Dip each one into some tempered chocolate. Tap it to shake off the excess, and then place it back onto the baking paper. And then leave it to set, and continue doing that for the rest of them. Then pipe some white chocolate on top of each of them. And that's how to make Oreo chocolate truffles. Next we have key lime pie chocolate truffles. In a small bowl, add the softened cream cheese, lime zest, lime juice, and sweetened condensed milk, and mix them together until they're combined. Add in more condensed milk until it reaches your desired sweetness. Then wrap it in plastic wrap and refrigerate it for about an hour until it firms up. Then pipe it into a mold filled with chocolate. Add more chocolate to the top, and then leave it to set. And that's how to make key lime pie chocolate truffles. Next we have Nutter Butter chocolate truffles. Into a food processor, add the Nutter Butters and cream cheese. It doesn't matter if it's softened or not. And process the ingredients until they're combined and smooth. Then stop and scrape down the sides. And continue processing it until it's combined. Then tip it onto a sheet of wax paper and form it into a ball. Then take some of the mixture and wrap it around a peanut butter cup. Then dip each one into some tempered chocolate. Then place them back onto the wax paper and let them set. And then drizzle some tempered dark chocolate on top. And that's how to make Nutter Butter chocolate truffles. Next is banana cream chocolate truffles. In a medium bowl, add in the banana and squeeze a little bit of orange juice onto it. And then mash it up with a fork. Then add in some whipped cream and mix it in until it's combined. Then pipe it into a mold that has been filled with chocolate. Pipe more chocolate on top. Then leave it to set. And that's how to make banana cream chocolate truffles. Next we have honeycomb chocolate truffles. To make the honeycomb, in a medium saucepan, add in the sugar and corn syrup. Then place the saucepan over a medium heat, stir the mixture until it's combined, and then let it heat until it starts bubbling. Meanwhile, line an 8-inch square baking pan with aluminum foil. Grease it with nonstick cooking spray. And also measure out the baking soda and keep it aside until you need it. Then once the sugar mixture is bubbling, add a candy thermometer and heat the mixture until it gets up to 300 degrees. Then once it reaches that temperature, remove it from the heat. Immediately add in the baking soda and stir it until it's mixed in. Then immediately pour it into the prepared pan and spread it out to the edges, and then leave it to cool completely. Then once it's cooled completely, break it into bite-sized pieces. Dip them into tempered chocolate. Tap it to get rid of any excess. And place it onto wax paper to set. And that's how to make honeycomb chocolate truffles. Next we have brownie chocolate truffles. I'm just spreading some chocolate on top of the cut up brownies. I'll link you to the brownie recipe I'm using in the description box. And that's how to make brownie chocolate truffles. And last we have Rice Krispie. In a small bowl, add the Rice Krispies and the melted chocolate and mix them together until they're combined. And then just scoop them onto a sheet of wax paper and let them set. And that's Rice Krispie chocolate truffles. And that's how to make homemade chocolate truffles in 15 different flavors. Be sure to check out my channel because I've got over 100 amazing recipes, and be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.